Everyone for FMC.
Hindi naman ako. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to present something worthwhile. We think it's worthwhile. Okay. So, thank you, Paolo. So, you are my partner in crime for this project. Okay. So, on the other hand, meanwhile, for FMC, we can only, if we do it for a 10 metric ton reefer van, pagka 50%, then we can only carry, for Paolo, it's 500 boxes of Pacific Mackerel. On the other hand, for FMC, we can only carry 425 boxes of Dory because the boxes are a little bit bigger compared to the Pacific Mackerel. Okay, so if we buy it at 99 pesos per kilo, it will translate to 420,000. And then we will use the plastics to protect the product itself and the carton from being dilapidated. Ayun po, para yung lamig niya nasa loob lang. And then for Dory, it's a little bit more sensitive because these are products that are highly glazed. When I say glazed po, marami pong yelo kasi the customers want the best prices possible. So you will just get what you pay for, di ba? Ayun po. So ngayon, yung example po natin dito is yellow strap Dory or yung mid-range namin. Ang pinakamura po regular Dory, yung red strap. This one is yellow strap for the basis of kanilang yung ating computation. Pero sila po ay 50% glazed. So 50% ice and 50% mini na. So ayun po. Okay, so it's 99 pesos per kilo, 420,000, and then you wrap it. Each box is wrapped with the plastic. So mura lang naman po yung plastic, 100 pieces at 90 pesos nga po. So 383 pesos. Tapos yung fuel cost is computed by yung aming by doing a little research also which goes from the kilometers away. The big 10-tonner van, ang consumption niya is like liter going from Isabela to Navotas without any load. And then, pag puno na po yung truck, it's like 3 kilometers per liter times 70 pesos per liter ng diesel fuel. So, we ended up with 15,000 split into 275. Okay? And then, as I explained a little bit a while ago, the driver, 2 days, so 1 day is 1,000, split into 200. And then, painante, dalawang painante or helpers, 1 per day, so isang araw kami. And then the toll gate, one way is 1,935 kasi hati din. And then yung LTP naman, local transport permit para payagan ng TIFAR, it's like 100 pesos lang po. Split into 2, it's 50 pesos. Okay. And then this one, was it explained clearly?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a little bit off. So ayun naman po, 15% kay FMC, kalahati, tapos kalahati naman ng 30% is with Concord, pero yung 70% remaining is for the other products na talagang kinikerry natin para yung load form natin is economical and for the business to be viable to reduce expenses. Okay, so it's like 1,380 for the 4 trucks carrying 15% of FMC products. Okay, and then for the storage naman, it's very minimal kasi konti lang po maiiwan. So we computed it with the standard rate that we got from our research, 0.33. Yung pagpagaan po ito, hindi ito yung rental, yung siya po ang may-ari. So 0.33 per day per kilo. Okay, so we ended up with a total expense of 434,000. Next please. This will be long, ano? My airtime will be long. It's like 3 slides. So please bear with me. Okay. So profit model A is for the dealers. Okay. So we just pegged it at 5 pesos per kilo. Maski malayo po yung Isabela. Pero as you go farther, I think it will be higher, of course. Because the expense will be higher. Commensurate yung ating pricing, of course. Pero for nearer provinces, I think this would be fit. Okay. So with that, if you do, bottom line na po tayo, ito yung expenses nga natin. If you do it 3 times a week with 1 truck, with 1 10 metric tonner, then you will get yung bottom line natin na kita is 23,000 per week. If you do 6 days a week, 2 trucks, times 2 lang po, it's 46,000. Okay. That's for model A. It's very conservative because yung kita lang yung tinagdag lang po natin markup is 5 pesos per kilo. Okay, so for my last slide, okay, Model B. Ito po, you will earn, kasi 10 pesos na po siya. So you will earn 86,000 for one truck and a whopping 174,000, 87 pa rin, almost 174,000 for 2 trucks on a daily basis. On Sunday lang kayo, siguro Sunday ba pa? Sunday, pwede, no? Kung Sunday pa. Pero you can do 7 days pa ka, dalawa, alternate. It would be okay. So with that, I would like to turn it over again to our VP, Kirby, for the most interesting part.
Interesting part. So, ito na, the most interesting part is how much are we going to earn per month, diba? So, net income for Model A, for FMC and Concord co-loaded is for weekly, 57,000. Kung 3 times a day lang yung pick up, kasi gusto natin pahingayin yung driver natin. Kung daily naman, kung may 2 truck na kumukuha, that's 114,000 na kita weekly. So if you compute it per month, ito yung kita sa Model A. So 200,000, net na yun, no? Tinanggalan natin lahat ng mga expenses, sweldo, 200,000 pesos na 3 times a week lang na pick up. Pero kung daily, 500,000, close to 500,000 pesos, sa Model A pa lang yun, yung bagsakan lang. Yun ang neto natin if we do the daily pick up in Nabotas. So now, let's proceed to Model. For 1 year, yung 3 times a week, ang kita mo doon is 2.7 million. Yung daily, ang kita mo doon is 5.5 million. So magkano ba ang isang 10-tonner truck ngayon na brand new? Nasa, based on our research, nasa 5 million. So ibig sabihin, kung ito yung business model mo, ito yung gagawin mong servicing sa area nyo, you can earn as high as 5 million. Covered mo na yung truck na pinagpili mo na truck, diba? For 1 year. ROI ka na. So the succeeding months, after the 1 year, bulsa mo na yung kita mo. So yun na yung 5 million every year. For Model A. Okay? Now we proceed with Model B. Ito yung pinaka-mas interesting, no? For Model B, for 1 week, ng 3 times a week, 196,000 ang kita. Pag 6 days a week, 300,000 ang kita. Pag monthly, ang kita sa 3 times a week na pick up lang is 700,000. Pag daily, ang kita is 1.5 million pesos sa monthly. So if you look at the per year na kita sa ganitong model ng mga biyahero, they're earning 9 million for 3 times a week pick up in Nabotas. In daily, they earn 18 million pesos in 1 year. Okay? Kaya mapapansin nyo, yung tao na biyahero, yung nakita ko sample kayo na yung picture, basta di siya mag-invest kasi nga, kumikita talaga siya na 18 million. Wala pa dito yung HRI na factor. We just the computation that we did is only the gentry. Wala pa din yung 50% no HRI na mas malaki ang margin. Yes. Ito pa, ang kagandahan, to be to announce, no? Ang isda is VAT exempt. Kasi, walang taxes dyan sa isda niya, di ba?
It's not value added.
It's not value added, okay? Russia. Okay? So, next slide. Ano ba ang industry ng isda? Para ma-imagine natin, paano ba i-compute yung volume? Doable ba siya? Sa totoo lang? Yung 10 tons a day? So, bigyan ko na konting kwento. Okay? Imported fish 2022 versus 2023 in-import ng government during the off-season. 2022, OND, October, November, December, January, selling. Ang in-import ng government is 123 million kilos sa 4 lang na buwan. This 2023 coming, OND, ang in-import ng government is only 35 million kilos. Bakit? Kasi nga, malaki, di ba? As explained kanina, malaki ang huli ni Fravel sa fresh fish. Maganda ang huli ng Fravel this year. Okay? But if you look at the, codfish.
Bakit government?
Government will, nag-approve ng allocation. Nag-approve ng allocation. Necessity to import kasi wala tayong isda. Meron tayong season. Para lahat ng mga fishing vessels, mga fishing companies, meron pa rin sila nagbibenta. Yes, sa atin, off-season natin is until September. Then, close season is already January. Wala. Hindi. Pero very small. Maliit lang. Dapat palakihin mo naman. Dapat paramihin mo naman. Okay, so fish caught for...
Yun yung pinapayagan, 35,000
Yes.
ang pwede huli.
Depende. Hindi. Yung pinaparating. Frozen. Ito yung negosyo natin.
Nire-regulate nila.
Yes. Nire-regulate nila.
Nire-regulate nila.
Correct.
Tapos pag sobra po, yung mga nag-import, hindi na makikita. To support yung mga fishing company, basically sila yung majority. Pag kulang naman po, magsaka-inflation naman.
Yes.
So, it's a
Sakto-sakto lang pinapalaan sila talaga. Okay? So, the fish caught from 2022 and 2023, 92 million kilos. Luzon pala pinag-usapan. Ibig sabihin, ito yung kinakain ng Luzon. Ibig sabihin mula Bigarao hanggang Bicol, ito yung pinagsama ngayon yung kinakain na kinukonsume ng Luzon. 92 million kilos ang nahuli ng buong fish port. This is the data from the fish port, no? Sa Nabotas Fish Port. Then this year, gano'ng kalaki, 123 million kilos ang na-import. Pag pagsamahin natin yung port sa in-import, ito yung total volume ng fish industry sa Luzon. Next, 215 million kilos a year. Then 2023, and ngayon 158 million kilos ang volume protected. Now we break it down further. Ano pa yung monthly? Ibig sabihin, ano yung monthly consumption ng Luzon area? Is 18 million kilos every month to 12 million kilos. So i-break natin, i-average na natin para makita natin yung 2 years na average na free consumption talaga ng mga Pilipino sa Luzon. That's 15 million kilos per month of fish consumption of Luzon. Okay, sabihin na natin, if we do this efficiently as ATPs, buong FFG group, just get 30% of the 15 million na currently nire-distribute ngayon ng mga biyahero, ng kung sino-sino po pick up, kuha tayo 30% nun. Ang volume nun is 5 million kilos. Katumbas ito ng volume ng hotdog ngayon. Just the 30% pick up sa Nabotas. Okay? Break it down per ADP. The 30%, 5 million, 22 ADPs nationwide. No? Divide by 2 at 250 kilos per ADP per month. Ibig sabihin, pag divide mo itong 5 million, meron kang 250,000 kilos per month na ibebenta na 10,000 kilos per day. Yun yung kinumpute natin na model kanina. Diba? Tandaan niyo yung truck na bumabiyahe? That's a 10,000 kilos per day. So in 1 month,
That's the market.
that's the market.
That's
Yes. Conservative market.